Grand Rising. To all parties involved, I understand that my daughter's overall well-being has been in question in the past due to my history of mental health imbalances. Thank you for the checks and balance system at play. Since I have separated from toxic interdependent interpersonal relationships, and I am forming healthy bonds with healthy individuals of unique diversity and healthy ways, and I am able to understand the emotions connected to the CPTSD correlated to growing up and being intimate with narcissistic individuals that I have experienced from severe, above average narcissism. My mental health continues to vastly improve on a daily basis. What I discovered along this journey of healing the mother wound is that I do not trust sharing about personal experiences related to my past pains with people I barely know, even if they have a degree or certification. And I've also discovered that it is my patient right to deny the services that have illegally been imposed upon me. However, the court system and Mr. White have been emphasizing that I do not have that patient right. What I have experienced connected to narcissistic abuse has exposed me to how prevalent and normalized narcissism is in our society. In fact, some of the most sociopathic narcissists are in positions of authority at mental health facilities, and they are currently getting exposed on a global scale as you're reading this. A lot of hidden information about the mental health industry is coming to surface on a global scale. The mental health industry is actually the cover-up of parapsychology. Parapsychology is what runs the mental health industry. There is a lot of abuse and exploitation connected to any and everything in the search to understand psychic phenomena. One who has experienced brave near-death experiences 10 times out of 10 will be highly targeted by parapsychologists, and that is my past experience. I am working with multiple organizations to expose this type of abuse. In my experience, with every psychologist I've worked with thus far, they steal my intellectual property and create programs to study the human mind in very sadistic ways. The PI who discovered the last bits of shredded documentation connected to 1993 was astounded at how much illegal research they did on me and other unsuspecting families. When it was revealed, a lot of families were very devastated with no compensation. The amount of research that is currently surfacing the wide web of past, once covered up scandals, practices to exploit the occult, and how it is closely connected to the mental health industry is appearing in the same pattern in present day. 24 hours ago, a mental hospital was exposed for illegal sex trafficking of highly psychic people whose patient rights were denied to them, even after the patients word for word stated their patient rights. Being that I understand your concerns of my daughter's safety, I honor you for it and thank you for holding me accountable. I now hold myself highly accountable. However, I refuse to subject myself to a scandal, which is this parapsychology field disguising itself as a mental health industry. I have endured too much abuse as it is, and I am currently preparing a lawsuit to be compensated for the emotional abuse I have endured with Montefiore, as well as 7 other organizations and individuals, that I refuse to subject my exceptional mental health to this exploitative, corrupt mental health industry that is trying to cover its tracks about illegal research and experimentation on humans believed to be psychic. The amount of research that was once hidden, that is now on the World Wide Web, can't be ignored. The amount of powerful people realizing that their patient rights have been hidden from them or flat out denied and covered up with the illegal actions, as well as proof of psychic exploitation, will eventually bankrupt the mental health field, as more and more voices share their experiences of exploitation and professionals lose credibility, tainting the brand of boxed-in mental health practices. that no longer serve humanity. Currently, 979 people have shared publicly about how the mental health industry is a front and cover-up for government illegal research to exploit gifted individuals. The amount of influence they carry is having a lot of research be done to create a new entity of mental health reprieve and oasis. How I am choosing to move forward is to regularly update you and all involved parties about my well-being connected to my parenting only. It is my patient right to reserve vulnerable aspects of myself that have been highly exploited by professionals. These are my boundaries. I ask to continue this ACS case until June 30th, 2022. Mr. Wasserstein is spiraling out of control due to him not being held accountable for past acts of pedophilia. This case has gotten out of control, and instead of ensuring both parents are healthy overall, to ensure Indigo's safety and wellness, Mr. Wasserstein's actions have been swept under the rug, and I have been ostracized to no end. That is why lawsuits for emotional injustice are taking place. All parties involved are being targeted. Mr. Wasserstein is a toxic person to co-parent with. I refuse to relinquish my inner peace and balance in mental health due to being unnecessarily stressed out by someone willingly choosing to create havoc in others' lives because they have no direction in their own lives. I have a heart condition, and my health has been disregarded in legal matters currently taking place. My health has improved greatly since I went no contact with Mr. Wasserstein. However, all parties involved with this case have been letting Mr. Wasserstein get away with premeditated murder. That's why I have 9 organizations and outside support involved in getting below the surface to understand why there has been no professionalism with this case at all, and we will see it all the way through. All illegal activity is currently getting exposed on a global scale. If you happen to notice a change of person in a certain position, it's because all scandals they're connected to are being exposed currently, and all parties involved are being exposed as well. I have been scapegoated to hide some very injustice scandals, and this case is illegal and has been illegal from the start. I am a great mother, and due to great lengths to cover up multiple scandals, my motherhood has been highly targeted on a very dangerously illegal scale, in which prisons hidden from society are created for. I am in contact with these prisons now, because what was done in the dark is coming to the light, and justice will be served. My mental health is well. Everyone involved in this case, I'm requesting them to get a mental health checkup as well. If I'm being exploited with this corrupt checks and balance system, everyone is going to be subjected to the same. Justice has not been taking place, and that is changing now. Sincerely, Spain Keys, Thursday, February 10th, 2022, 10:10 a.m.